Hi, and Dr. Sroyce, a mystical professor. Hope you're having a great Monday. Um, Thank you again, Pierre Eddy, for wonderful and amazing How to Change Physical Appearance live on Friday. I'm sorry that what happened was my 81-year-old mother called, and when your 81-year-old mother calls, you answer the phone. So that being said, I wasn't able to be visible in the last part or portion of my live, but you could hear me. The audible was there. I was audible. There was audio, but there was no visual the second half. But it was an amazing live. Again, thank you, Pierre. This Friday we will be doing another one on how to cope with the 3D. Most individuals are claiming they have a difficult time coping with the 3D, okay? And we'll go into detail about that. So please stay tuned. It'll probably be about the same time, 12:30, 1 o'clock Pacific time, 3:30, 4 o'clock Eastern time. All right, that being said, I'm here to talk to you about the power of mental imagery, because there is power in mental imagery. What do I mean? What do I mean? Exactly what I'm saying. The research has shown from neuroimaging scans that when you um, imagine a scene, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between an imaginal scene and a real scene. It doesn't have eyes. So it behooves you to revise something that didn't go the way you wanted it to. I have done it. I've had great success with it. And I'm asking you to do the same. Not only that, you can imagine something out here that you want to experience, because it all comes from you. It's all your point of view. Everything that is done inside is reflected outside. You know that because you've been following me. And I just want to make it clear to you that also neuroimaging scans from scientific studies have proven that when constituents use mental imagery coupled with breathing, coupled with gratitude, love, all the positive emotions, they're manifesting their desires and experiencing what they want to experience much faster. People being healed, money, jobs, SP, dream reality. You get the point. So there is power in mental imagery. Go to the end or after the end. What would you be doing? What would you be thinking? What would you be seeing? What would you be feeling? What would you be tasting? What would you be hearing? You get my point. So if I desired to go to an island, right, versus a desert, well, we know that the air is going to be much different. This is a very arid air. And of course, the air in a tropical island is very humid, and you're going to smell, totally different, you know, air, meaning it's going to smell probably more fishy, or the seacoast, or the air, the salt air. You're going to smell the salt air. You're going to taste the salt air. You're going to feel it versus here, a dry, arid environment, very different. There's beautiful air here. I'm not trying to say it isn't. It's just very different. Not that, like I said, it's dry here versus very moist there. Um, what would you be hearing? Well, if you're on an island, you're going to be hearing ocean waves. Here, I hear a lot of wind, as you know, because you've heard me go live. So what would you be tasting? We're going to taste that salt air. Here it's a dry air and I need water, and I didn't bring my water bottle. So these are things, if you employ your senses and you incorporate deep breathing, inhale for 3 and then hold it for 10 to 12 seconds. Imagine that scene, hold it there, and then exhale. Okay? Keep doing it. Try to maintain your focus, like I told you, and see what evolves, as well as don't forget to be grateful. Don't forget to be in a positive emotional state. Feeling is the secret. Neville was right, and Dr. Joe Dispenza has proven it. So has scientific research, because I teach it. So if you do everything I just told you, employ mental imagery, because like I said, there's power in mental imagery. You incorporate your breathing. You got to be in a really relaxed state. And I recommend doing it, right before you take a nap, or go sit down and get yourself, instill a drowsy state, like I've told you. That way your subconscious mind is vulnerable for impression, because once you impress your subconscious mind with that what you want to experience, it has no choice but to be reflected out here. So remember, it's key to devise a scene after You know, don't go in the middle unless that's what you want to do. If you want to do it step by step, it's entirely up to you. But if you want to get to that island, you're going to see yourself on that island, walking in the sand, which is different than this sand, okay? Feeling it to be real, knowing it is real. How would you feel emotionally? You'd be grateful, thankful, I would hope, happy. Contentment is attention minus effort. You're going to take no effort and you're going to move about your day in this 3D world, the physical world, as it's already an accomplished fact. You already went to the island, or you're already on the island, because you can go after. Oh my God, it was so great. But there is more power in mental imagery than anything else, guys, because the scientific research has proven it. And like I told you, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between an imaginal scene and a real scene. That's why I tell you to revise things that have caused you issues in your life. You can revise it. I've done the same thing. And the other thing is, you have to ignore the 3D, because if you're going out there looking for it, that's a state of lack, need, want, and you can't come from that state. And the science has proven that. Joe Dispenza talks about that all the time. So the key is, let's embody a state of fulfillment. Feel the salt air, smell the salt air, or whatever it may be. The temperature, the tropicals, hear it, the waves, see it, okay? Embrace it, embody it, feel it to be real, and move about your day, as well as inhale for 3 and hold it for about 10 to 12 seconds. Release it, okay? That being said, I just uploaded the inner stillness subliminal. So if you listen to that while you're doing what I told you, it'll put you also in a very, I tested it for the last several nights, so I know it works. It definitely put me in a very deep, relaxed state. Okay. I was very tired, so I know it works. That's done. If you have any more requests, please don't hesitate to ask me. I don't mind making subliminals, as you well know. That's how I started this channel. And then, like I told you, we will do a live on Friday, how to cope with the 3D, the best, most effective way, because you have to, I realize you have to navigate around in this physical world, but if you want to experience your desire much faster, you have to deny what you're seeing out here and keep going back in here, because you are the validation. You are the operant power. You choose, you decide to experience what you want. But like I said, there is power in mental imagery, so please use your imagination. If you have a difficult time, I suggest that you improve your mental imagery. When you go into the silence, or when you're going to sleep at night, if you're telling yourself some great affirmations, see what ensues. The other thing is, you know what your kitchen looks like, you know what your bathroom looks like, you know what the inside of your car looks like. Like I've told you before, one of the best and most effective ways to enhance your mental imagery is to imagine, while you're standing here, imagine yourself in the kitchen. I'm doing it right now. I'm washing my hands in the kitchen sink. Okay? So that will help strengthen it. There's other mental imagery exercises that you can use. Oh, there's a roadrunner right here. He is so pretty. All right, guys, I hope this helps. Remember, there's power in your mental imagery, so go practice away. I love each and every one of you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, because I'm your favorite YouTube professor, and you know it.